After months, I tell you, months of no pod being in the car, it's always been in the room. And we used to start in the car. Now we're back. We actually are so back. It's been a year since we were filming the Perspective podcast, and we're finally back. We uploaded our first podcast on the 24th of December. It's now the 23rd of December, and a year later, we're here. We're still here. We are still here, and man, it's good to be back, bro. It's good to be back. One thing I'll say, it's mad how a year can just change. Like now, we have our own perspective piece. We did a perspective drop, and we have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have clothes. We have clothes that we've made ourselves that we just have to wear our own stuff. We don't even have to wear other things. We just have to wear our own stuff. We're so back, but with that comes with more problems, and I'm not ready for that. Welcome to the Perspective Podcast, episode 49. We're back in the comfort of a car. We're so back. I can't stop saying that. It's about to be Christmas. Oh my gosh, where's my Christmas hat? Give me a second, guys. Welcome to the Christmas special of the Perspective Podcast. Ho, ho, ho at your door. We're going to start the pod by talking about Christmas movies and one of my favourite Christmas movies, or like my top Christmas movies. Number one, my favourite Christmas movie of all time is Home Alone. But to be specific, the second one, Lost in New York. I think that's the name of that one. The one in New York, basically. That one, yeah, fire. Because, bro, the storyline behind that is so good. And, bro, Kevin. He was so funny. And there's so many good scenes in Home Alone 2. There's the part where the uncle is in the shower and then he gets caught by Kevin watching him. And then he's like, I'm gonna slap you, silly. The other scene where Kevin is throwing rocks at the thieves. He's throwing rocks at the thief, bro. I forgot his name. I need to watch this shit again. I can't wait to watch it. But he's what does it say? But he's warning his friend that the rock is about to hit him. But like he's not listening. Like saying it doesn't hit as much as you watching it. You have to watch it if you haven't, because that film is generational. I like Elf. Elf is a good film. I like a good rom-com for Christmas. I can't lie to you. One rom-com is what is it called? This Holiday. The Holiday? Something like that. I don't know. But that one, really good. Watch that when you're cuffed up. You enjoy that shit. Grinch is a good film. I can't lie. I think I prefer the newer ones to the original, in my opinion. There's a couple more that I just can't think about, but Home Alone is like my favorite Christmas film. I don't need to watch any film other than Home Alone, because that would just get me in a good mood, period. After I've having a couple drinks, I'm a bit liquored. I'm full after my dinner. Yeah, play that shit. Play that shit. But yeah, honestly, I keep thinking Halloween. Christmas is that period, and it's weird because Christmas is always like that period where things are just weird, especially financially. If you've got gifts and all that stuff, it's not easy. But, you know, as long as you have your family, your people, that's all that matters. Everything else doesn't mean anything. As long as you have your people, that's all that matters. Celebrating it together and just having fun. The main thing that I focus on for Christmas every year is just to make sure that I have a gathering with my friends, because we all have complicated, weird lives, especially in our 20s. It's so weird and complicated and just all over the place. So just that one day where everyone can just chill and just be together, it makes a difference, and I can't wait for that, because it's been something that I've really missed and I can't wait for it. Every year is like an annual where the boys come round. You know how do you explain where people go to the pub? Like the gathering is, my pub is at the crib. We have our own bar. The bar as in the living room. But like, yeah, we literally, it just makes sense. Like you can't go wrong with it, and man, I can't wait. I can't wait for Christmas, because it's a beautiful period. The gifts that I got for my mom and my sister. Well, my sister wants money, but my nephew, he got a Formula One car. Shout out to my boy, because he's my boy. Yeah, and by my boy, I mean my nephew. He's my twin. I can't wait to see him and give him the gift. And I can't wait to finally drive to see my sister. I can't be bothered to be getting trained. I'd rather just drive there. You know, Milton Keynes is not that far. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are going to enjoy your Christmas. Spend time with your family. See your friends as well. Don't just stay in the house. Or stay in the house depending on the families that you got, you know, because some families are like, you got to stay home and just enjoy it. But, you know, we switched the rules over here. You know, go see your friends and go out and enjoy being with your friends, because this is low key the time that you can actually just like spend time at home and not go out. It really is the holidays where everyone can like stop doing what they actually do and then just relax. You know, I was gonna send an email actually. In fact, I sent an email to Sony Music, right, because they had to run up my money. Crazy. Anyway, sent an email to Sony Music, right? You know, they've closed for the whole, like, for the rest of the year now. They're not back until the 5th of January. They've got a good break. They've got a good 2-week break. That's basically like high school, primary school breaks. But hey, it's needed because they be working their ass off. It makes me realize that December is the only period that you can actually rest. Well, rest. It's the only resting day. Other than that, every other day is busy. There's not really a rest day. You're just always working or doing something. But let them have their rest. And then when it comes to January 5th, tell them to bring me my money. Word of encouragement or verse of the day, right? So I was reading the Bible. I'm reading Ecclesiastes. That's my favorite book in the Bible. And he's saying things that just cooks. And one of the things that he's been saying that I did not realize when I last read it, but I'm realizing it now. He's saying things like, there's no greater joy than doing something that you're fully passionate about, because that is not your work. That's all God's work. Like, it's a gift. Use that gift or use that calling or that purpose that you have, because there's a higher power, honestly. And if it's saying that in the Bible, then surely it must relate to the way life is now. There's no better feeling than working or doing that hard labor of something that you actually enjoy to do or something that you love. Doing hard labor of something that you don't like or something that you just are doing it for the income is not right. And of course, sometimes in life or in life period, you're going to have to do that to get to where you want to get to, because, you know, you have to do a lot of things you don't want to do to get there. But working and doing something that you love, doing something that you're passionate about, that doesn't even feel like work, is a gift and it's a blessing. Use that passion and like grow with it daily. That's why I'm telling everyone every time, like, work on your passion, because there's nothing better than that. There's nothing. And I'm just seeing one of my neighbors and he's growing. He's like in his early teenage years, yeah, and he's just getting taller and taller. Like, talk about growth sprout. I thought I had a growth sprout, but he's tall, bro. He's actually getting taller every time. But yeah, anywho, I would 100% say, yeah, focus on your passion, grow with your hard labor, because there's nothing better than that. You know, it's not even about the money, but when that money comes off something that you love, there's nothing better than that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing better than that. But at the end of the day, it's all meaningless. All that matters is your family, your friends, and just being a better person. And I'll just drop the mic and I'll just end it there. To end the year, A$AP Rocky has announced that he's dropping his album, Don't Be Dumb, January 16th. And boy, oh boy, has it been a while since he dropped an album. 2018 was his last album, Testing. And in my opinion, that's my favorite A$AP Rocky album. I don't know about you, but there's just something about that album that just speaks to me more than any other Rocky album. However, his other albums are really good, but I just really like Testing because it's different. It sounds different. It sounds disorientated. Is that how you say it? It sounds out of this world, basically, and I like that sound. It's just something that you wouldn't really listen to, and it's something that is an acquired taste that you need to actually invest. And if you get it, you get it. It's that type of album. But if you don't, you don't. And it's okay to not get it. You know, it's okay to not get it. But there's just something about that album. My favorite song on Testing, it may be OG Beeper. It's about time he's dropping his album because he's been taking his time. And of course, he's been dealing with a lot of his charges. But he got released not long ago. Like, well, not released, but, you know, that charge got lifted a while back. However, you know, I don't know what he's been doing. He's been, you know, making babies. He's been making babies, bro. And I hear it, you know what I mean? Like, you might as well make the babies all around the same time instead of having like a long wait and get it all over and done with so that you can just like chill after that. You know, nothing more, nothing less. You know, you've got your kids, you can actually just grow the foundation. Rihanna's not going to drop anytime soon. So it's like, you might as well just enjoy the ride with, you know what I mean? Enjoy the ride. But I'm excited for A$AP Rocky's album because it's been a minute. The rollout that he's doing, let me just say, is actually really good. I don't know, it's been weird. Like, the rollout is I don't know how to explain it, but there's just something weird about this rollout. But I'm enjoying the artwork that he's doing. Shout out to Tim Burton. I need to do some research on Tim Burton, on or on the things that he's contributed in. But for the most part, I'm excited for it. I like the album covers. He's done several album covers. He's even doing vinyl pressings, and we'll be there for that. We will be there because why not? There are some features that I want to see, and the main one, the first one that I can just think about is Kai. They were meant to drop that song like "Right in America." No, I'm not Russ. What is it called? Destiny, Dynasty, something like that. That one was really good, but they need to drop something and get something out there. But yeah, A$AP Rocky's dropping his album 16th of January. We will be there for that. We even have the chance to actually do a reaction in the car now. We're so back. We are so back. But yeah, A$AP Rocky, I don't really listen to him like that as much as I used to. But when I listen to him, it's always gonna be a good listen. Can't go wrong with you can't go wrong with his music. Man, it's really Christmas soon. This year's gone horribly quick, but it's gone amazing how this year has been. But it's been a major. It's been very humbling. This year may have been the most humbling year I've ever had. Has it? Yeah, it's like very humbling, and very backwards. And with a lot of humbling comes with a lot of lessons, and it comes with a lot of lessons being learned. I would just say that it's been such a weird year, but it's been the best year yet creatively. It's been the best year yet mentally. It's been the best year in so many ways, but a lot of ways it's also been a very upsetting, weird, frustrating year that I'm just like, yo, what is going on? I always say the one thing that I'm grateful for is the discipline that we've kept during this year, because it's not been easy. I think we've only become more disciplined, and I hope you are too, and I hope you're staying on task, doing the things that you love to do, because there really is no better feeling than having that delayed gratification and just, staying on top of your game. Sometimes it can be a bit frustrating because it's like, how will I know, or will I get a reminder that we're on the right path? And you really just have to keep going, because you will never know until you just try something. But yeah, it's been a weird year, and I'm just grateful that it's coming to an end. Still got to keep our foot on the gas. No chance we're slowing down. It's okay to have a time to, backtrack a little bit, but we got to keep going, because if we start now, then we're just ahead of the game, so there's no room to stop. We can't stop, and we're not going to, not anytime soon. With the way life has been going, I'm working a bit more, so it's like I've got to just slow down and actually sleep, focus on my sleep, and have one day to just rest and then get straight back to it. Because I had a point where I was doing like 2-3 weeks of just non-stop working and non-stop content working, my other job, and then content, and then just so much stuff. And it really fries up your brain, and I never had that experience before, because it's just very weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not good. It's not good at all. But we're okay. We're okay. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet at all. I think I already spoke about 21 Savage's album, but I still like it. I listened to it again when I was at the gym, and I really enjoy it. It's a good album to listen to at the gym. And the thing is, like, it's an album that you can't not enjoy. I don't know what people expect from that album, but it's sick. It sounds good. The quality is good. And the features are good as well. I'm not really a fan of the one with Glorilla. Other than that, I enjoyed the album for the most part. The album is sick, and it's a good gym album. If you go to the gym, or if you're just into fitness, or if you just like hyped up music, I'd recommend for you to do so, because you can't go wrong with that. It's crazy that the album didn't go #1 because of the original Boogeyman, which is Taylor Swift. Her album is still #1. It's crazy how the album is still doing numbers in the charts. The other day, I was just listening to music. I was cleaning the house, and I was listening to this one artist that I've never fully tapped into. And that artist is Gracie Abrahams. I think that's how you say it. Gracie Abrahams, whatever you call it. I was listening to her music, right? And I was listening, what is it called? The Secret of Us. Is it called? I don't know what it's called. But anywho, I like the album. It's a good album. It is a good album. I like it. I wasn't expecting to like an album, but I do like it. It's got that chill type of sound to it that you can't not like. Of course, there's some songs that are a bit too corny, but the good songs are really good. For example, the intro. There's another song on that album where like the beat changes? Was it like I know you, I knew it, I know you. That one. That's the one that has the um crazy beat switch. And then I like Tough Love. I like Felt Good About You. I like Good Luck Charlie. I like I Love You, I'm Sorry. Blowing Smoke. Just the album is sick. I can't lie to you. I wasn't expected to like the album as much as I do, but I like it, and it's something that I will listen to. It's crazy that the one that I thought had Taylor Swift, it actually didn't have Taylor Swift, but the one that had Taylor Swift, I didn't even realize it was her until I looked at the track list. So hey, that's a major cosign as well. So shout out to Taylor Swift. And I didn't realize that she's a model. Bro, I was looking at her Instagram, right? And bro, she's got body, like she's got a good body. She's got abs. And it really made me think, damn, maybe I should tap into this modeling shit. Because there's so many opportunities out there doing modeling. Like, she's a good model. I think I can be a model, you know? Get me in a good outfit, you know, have me do some stunts. I don't know. I will get something. I'm 6'3", you know, I've got broad shoulders, I've got a lean build, you know, it's perfect. But yeah, anywho, Grace Abrahams, yeah. No, it's not Abrahams, it's Abrams. Wait, is it Gracie Abrams? Wow, I was saying Abrahams. Gracie Abrams. She's a good artist and I like her music. Shout out to Gracie Abrams. As well, shout out to Keo. You know, I'll be listening to the music again. Like, there's so many good songs on the album that they're chef's kiss. If you haven't listened to that album, I'd recommend for you to do so. It will have you levitating. It will have you levitating. You know, one artist who needs to drop by 2026, Miggy. He's not dropped an album this year, so that means he's taken a year and a bit break from dropping anyway. I know he's cooking something, but like he's not dropped nothing. He's actually not dropped a single song, but he's done, you know, production for Justin Bieber. Fair enough, it makes sense. But come on now, at least drop something. Don't you think it's kind of sick that you can have a year without dropping music because your album or the tours that you did actually paid off? Like there's nothing better than that. And I don't know if he's underrated, not underrated. I don't know if he's underground or not. Nah, I don't think he's underground anymore. But it's to the point that you can just have a year off, drop it, and then get straight back to it. Some artists, they have to drop every year, but Miggy clearly doesn't. And whatever he's perfecting, I can't wait for that new album because his music is top tier. You know, I'm still listening to Olivia Dean's album, The Art of Loving, beautiful. I'm still listening to Thames' EP, Love is a Kingdom, beautiful. You know, my favorite is still What You Need, but I also really like First and Mine and Lagos Love. There's so many good songs on the album. Like, if you haven't heard it, go and listen to it. These are just free. This is free game that I'm putting you guys. Oh my gosh, can we do this? Yes! This is comfy. This is free game that I'm putting you guys on. Listen to Thames' EP because it's just really good. One thing that I also want to say to put you guys on, right? If you want to get a car on Auto Trader, and always, yeah, be specific on the type of car they want. Don't have a car that's gonna be, well, you really want a car that's under 100k miles, yeah? Under 100k miles, you want to make sure that's in between the 2010 and above mark, because you don't really want a car that's underneath the 2010 mark because that means the insurance is going to be a bit higher. You want to make sure that the tax pay for a car, yeah, is in the £35 range or below, because you don't want to be paying ridiculous prices for tax. For my last car, I was paying like 180 a year for tax, per year, road tax. Ridiculous. This car, I'm paying £20. Like, you can't go wrong with that. £20, that's nothing. And you gotta make sure that the emission rate is good and the insurance number of the car is low. This insurance on this car is a cheap, good price. I was paying ridiculous prices for my last car, which is ridiculous. It's mad how you have to pay more for things to be cheaper. Like, and it makes sense. Like, this is sick. My last car, it didn't have it didn't have a display or a dashboard or a decent dashboard. This one, it's got a dashboard. This one, it's got touchscreen. It actually has AC. You know, my last car did not have AC. It had nothing. I was suffering. So when it was summer and I'd get in this car, going through moments like that really make you grateful for the things that you have, because you really have to go through all of that to appreciate what you have now, because it can get dark out here. It can get so dark. I don't even know how I'm going to manage though. But hey, we're still gonna be growing and learning and progressing in life. One thing I will say, thank you to every single person that's tapping into the podcast. You know, perspective, our brand is growing every single time, and we have these pieces that we have dropping soon, and I can't wait to get things out there. You know, we really do have this. It's like a jersey, but t-shirt type of jersey. It looks more formal. Wear this with like blue jeans or something, it will go off. There's something that we have in the works, and I can't wait to show you guys even more, because this is something that I truly enjoy and I love to just get out there. You know, there's something about perspective that's just bigger than me, and I love to do it no matter what happens. Like, I love it. And for any single person that's bought a tee or anything, thank you, because it means more to me than anything. Like, you guys actually appreciate this stuff. And to every single person that's new or old that's listening to the podcast, thank you, because from an idea that we did, we're a year in, and I'm very grateful. So thank you, because this shouldn't be happening, but it is happening. And I thank you so much for tapping in. I thank you. I thank you. If you guys have any suggestions that you want for the podcast, anything that you want me to try or anything you want me to do, don't be afraid. Like, let me know, because I'm willing to get better at this podcast every time, because it's bigger than me. It clearly is bigger than me, and we're not gonna stop anytime soon. As it comes to 2026, I always write goals when it comes to the end of the year, and I wrote some goals on what I want for 2026. Usually, I'm always that type of guy that's going to be quiet and not tell people about my goals. But for the goals for next year, I'm going to be bold and clear on the goals that I want, so that me, myself, can look back and be like, if we actually did it. And also just to hold myself accountable. Should I even say it, or should I just keep it to myself? I'll keep it on hold for now. I'll hold fire until next episode, because next episode will be the last one of the year. So maybe we'll have something. Maybe we'll say it. I already know my goals, and if you know what we're doing, then you already know what my main goal actually is. I hope Iceman drops next year, because that would be sick. That would actually be really good. Of course, he's not going to drop it this year. I knew that he wasn't going to drop it this year, and I'm kind of glad he doesn't. I'm kind of glad he didn't. He doesn't need to at all. The one thing that needs to drop is a whole lot of Red Deluxe. You know what I'm also interested in watching as well? Mighty Supreme. That's what you call it, right? Mighty Supreme. There's been so much promo for that film, and I'm actually intrigued to see what it's saying. You know, not even just because of the promo. Anything with Timothy Chalamet, I'll watch it. I watched his Bob Dylan film, and he's a really good actor. And you tell that he puts a lot of craft into the things that he's passionate about. Even if it's things that he's not passionate about, he's still willing to do that. So, yeah, to see him learning to play ping pong for 6 years just for that film, it says a lot about your character, that there's a lot of determination. And I hope he continues to just flourish in what he's doing, because he's got something that is generational, and all that stuff that's been going on with him and SD Kid, that's crazy that they even dropped on a song together. Like, fair enough, man. Like, go and get it, you know? It really just does show that there's no such thing as a limit. Like, just keep going at it, because it's sick. You know, it actually is sick, and I hope he continues to just be that type of actor that will set an example for anyone who wants to just start acting or just do something creatively that's bigger than them, because there's always that something. You just have to keep going. You know, the people that you know, the connections, get yourself out there, because you never know what you're gonna you never know what you're gonna come across. And speaking of that, Nico, he's touring around the world, right? And he's doing it for free. And the things that he does to get away with these things is literally just to be confident and to be open, like say it's already happened, and the door will be open. You know, once you show a little bit of fear, then it's raps. And it's crazy how life works like that. You really have to own it so that you can receive it. And it's very backwards, but it works. And that would be my encouragement as well. You know, have that confidence like you already have it, because before you know it, it will be yours in any second, any minute. So yeah, keep going whatever you're doing, and don't stop growing and learning and becoming a better person each day. That may be the end of the Perspective Podcast, episode 49. Have I been going through anything in my life recently? I've just been working a lot. You know, I've been working a lot, creating a lot of content. Went to a show the other day with the band called The Claws, and they are one of the best people I've ever met, ever. They're so nice. You know, that's all you need. Like, that's a gang. Me and The Claws are a gang, and it's mad how it all started from just tapping into different music genres. Imagine if you didn't. Imagine if you just stayed listening to rap. I'd be even more down bad. I'd be even more down bad. So it's a blessing that we're able to actually do that. And go to these concerts at Auto Academy, be in the same dressing room that Future, Travis Scott, and all these major artists have been in. Like, we're actually doing things now and we're causing noise. So, yeah, thank you to every single person that taps in. Thank you, because it means a lot to me. And yeah, it really just does show that we may have something that we're doing here. So it's just about timing. You know, I've been staying consistent with the gym, but I've been eating more shortbread. And every December is a period that I'm just gonna eat the most shortbread because they're just really nice. You can't not go wrong with shortbread, and I love shortbread. Been running a bit less, even though it's gonna be training season for the marathon. It's very wishy-washy, but we're still here going to the gym frequently and getting our stuff going no matter what. So if I can do it, then so can you. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas and have some rest. Enjoy the time with your family and friends. Enjoy that period and just have fun, bro. Have your fun, because in this life it's not easy. But yeah, episode 49. Thank you for tapping in, and I'll see you guys next week. Or if not, I'll see you guys in 2026.